Well, it's the result many were expecting, and President Jacob Zuma was dreading. His ruling ANC party suffered its worst electoral performance since coming to power over 20 years ago. It's the first time the ANC's overall majority has slipped below 60%. With a stagnant economy and unemployment at 27%, many voters are unhappy with the current government. The ANC's biggest losses were in urban areas where some say their living standards have declined since apartheid ended. Well, let's bring Ian Crickshanks now. He's the chief economist at the South African Institute of Race Relations, and he joins us from Johannesburg. Ian, thank you very much for joining us again on Money Talks. Tell me, what do you find the most striking feature of this election?
To be with you. Well, the most striking feature was that the ANC mobilized the biggest election campaign ever. They poured a huge amount of money into it, and it just goes to confirm that throwing money at a defective strategy doesn't work. The electorate have revolted. It's brought the ANC's majority from well over 60% down towards 50%. The main complaint against the ANC was non-delivery of essentials, whether it was housing, jobs, opportunities in any particular way to advance in an economy which I must say at the moment is almost moribund. I think that there's been a deterioration in education, in medical facilities, in many other factors which one would normally take for granted. And I think this is where the electorate are saying, I'm sorry, we're not going to support you anymore. I think the stay away vote has been massive, and hopefully that will give them some food for thought. But change is coming, because we're going to see the DA and the EFF, the two junior members previously, probably getting together, and the ANC are going to lose a lot of the power and directing of the economy that they had in the past.
And which of those two parties do you think has the strongest economic programme?
Undoubtedly, the DA does. I think that they've proved it in the Cape, where in the Western Cape, where Cape Town is, they've really done a sterling job and improved the situation for the majority of the inhabitants there. So they've proved their management ability. They have over 20% of the total vote. The EFF have under 10%. So, I think that defines who the senior and who the junior partners will be.
OK, and when they do form a government, what do you think has to be their priority? South Africa used to be the continent's biggest economy. It's now fallen behind Nigeria and Egypt. What are their priorities?
Yes. Well, I think their priorities are to attract investment into the country, to try and build confidence of the investment community, both nationally and globally. That's an essential. We found that foreign direct investment has almost disappeared because of the uncertainty of the safety of assets, of a constant electricity supply. All of this just means that foreign investors, international investors, have lost confidence. That has to be rebuilt. It can be done, but it will take time.
Ian Crickshanks in Johannesburg, thank you very much for your analysis there.